So in this video I'm going to reinstall this window, and basically that's install a window that I already installed because I did it wrong the first time. So I should have realized when I was putting the trim on, when I ended up with these gaps, because the board we know is straight, but what happened was I wasn't paying attention, and when I was putting the side screws in, I was pulling them into the wood, which was leaving a gap. So this is the screen that's supposed to be inside this channel, but because I bowed in the middle of the windows out, air is coming through where the the windows come in. So I'm gonna have to pull the whole window out and just redo the whole thing. And I'm not even gonna put screws in on the sides. I'm just gonna put a heavy bead of caulk and go from there, and it should be fine. So this is the part that sucks, because I caulked the back of the window before I stuck it in, and then I caulked on the outside, so all that's got to be cut off. Hopefully I don't damage the wrap too bad, but yeah, this sucks. So yeah, it turned out that the grate stuff that I had put to fill in the gap between the wall and stuff before I put the trim on was actually holding on. So I had to, that was the hardest part, getting it off, because that grate stuff, it hangs on to everything. So now I need to clean all the edges up, put it back in properly. Great. That should be fun. Now I just have to scrape all this off around the nail fin, and we can lay another bead of caulk in and redo it. Alright, so I cleaned all the edge off. And the plastic was bowed, so I threw these clamps on there. I put them up here first to see how wide it's, and then just supposed to be, and tighten them down. I probably would have been better off just buying a new window and putting it in instead, but I didn't, and now I got a big hole, so this guy's got to go back in. Plus these are special order, I think. I had to wait for them because they're goofy manufactured home-sized windows that you can't just go into the store and buy. So when you're talking to your neighbor and you tell him you're putting all new windows in the house, and he says you don't need to put screws or nails on the sides, listen to him, because he probably knows better than you. Alright, so now I'm going to throw a thick bead around the entire thing, maybe 2, minus the section that in case water gets in, it has a way to get out. Alright, so the window's reinstalled. Smoothed out most of the caulk that's squeezed out, moved it around. Some of the fins are a little messed up, but not really a whole lot I can do about that now. And then it says to wait till the caulk dries clear before you paint it. So I'm going to wait and see how long it takes to dry clear, and then I will put the surround back on, and I'm going to caulk it real good as well, and I'm going to seal this thing up. I guess if I would have thought of this idea when I was installing them the first time, I wouldn't have made that mistake, but that's how you learn, right? Didn't break the window yet. Really? So there we go. We've got the trim back up. I caulked under it, caulked across the top to use up the rest of that tube. I'll get more and caulk around the outside and stuff before we paint the house. And I don't normally say this, but I think I deserve a thumbs up for not breaking the window.